What is going on YouTube? This is John from Emphatic coming to you with a special feature, and this is the attack that won our latest war against Super 9.5, 10.5 clan, where they would just basically outweighed us insanely. They're the subject of an Ash video for sure, defending or regarding engineered bases. They weren't like Town Hall 7 defenses or anything like that. They were definitely playing the 9.5 game and taking advantage of wars that just did not have teams that played the .5 game, obviously. So here's the base right here, and this is the base that ended up winning the war. I think this was the 5th hit on it, and a lot of guys only got one of the objectives taken care of. They either got the 50% and no town hall, or the town hall and 50%. Well, just before this raid happened, because this raid got hit twice in the last 5 minutes of the war, or last 15 minutes of the war. Once by a 10 who finally secured the 2nd star, and then once by me who went in with 0 plan. And really, like I said, I went in with 0 plan on this. I looked at it. I had the miners cooked up. I was just like, well, whatever. If I've hit a ring or something, I'm just going to put a queen on one side, king on the other side, probably jump some wall breakers, break them both in so a funnel goes through, so I can get straight to the core and get the 2nd star, and then see where it goes from there. If not, then hopefully I can drop on a eagle-less account or something. So this attack is great. You don't have to worry about taking the Infernals one at a time, because if you look here, if you really want to send your heroes down the gut of the base and your miners flank. You see here, if I come in from this gold mine here or this elixir pump here to take these Infernals on one at a time, the Infernals are shaded to the southeast side of the base, or whatever, the 3 o'clock side of the base. Sorry, I'm listening to see what a dog's doing because I hear it right now. But there's no way to ensure that they go into the core and keep going through, stay in the center while the miners flank. So really, your best bet is to come in here or here. And I opted for here. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'm just more comfortable raiding from this side. Here probably could have been fine too. However, this queen and king would have lived a lot longer, and the Infernos would have been later taken. So it's probably a good thing that this just showed up instinctually. So really, you just want to make sure your heroes go center and your miners are going to flank. What I do is I take one finger, draw a flank on one side, one finger, draw a flank on the other side, drop a 2nd finger on the screen, and just basically scribble. It's that easy. There's a jump spell to let a golem and giant CC come out to lead the way, and then once all my miners are down, I drop my heroes all dead center, let them come in, and in some special cases I will wall break the first layer because you don't want to get them too landlocked. The only time I really would jump to get in is spots like here where you have the 3 tile width thing where you would have to double wall break. That's just a waste of time. Just jump them in, let them fight their way through. They usually do a pretty decent job. Throw that king ability up so he powers through a wall or something. You'll be fine. But here I was able to jump deeper, so more stuff got taken care of right away. And this attack has a lot of room for error too, because even though you're dipping out of Town Hall 10, sometimes you don't have a lot of room for error, especially if you have these compartments here to protect the Infernos and nobody decides to target those Infernos. You can lose all your bowlers or whatever that you're deciding to bring. And even then, like loons, like air attacks, I know some people are really high up on using those. If you fail, there's a good chance you're only getting 1 star. So this is really just a good way to ensure not only getting 2 stars, but having a very high percentage of getting 3. And I've done this attack now, I think, probably 9 or 10 times. It was shown to us by BK, who you saw in a previous video when she visited us for a war, and she's fresh 6-packed with it, so I immediately adopted this. And I think she dropped her heroes before her miners. I dropped my miners before my heroes. It doesn't seem to really make a big difference, but let's just go ahead and watch. So as you see here, there's a wizard tower here, so I'm going to drop a golem, and then I'm going to drop the wall breakers on the other side so the wall breakers can at least blow the wall and not get eaten by the wizard tower. I drew my two flanks, and now I'm just scribbling back and forth. Look at all those miners. The outside funnels are going, and there's going to be some miners that are going to go around the outside, and actually going to come into a big play here shortly. But as you see there, Golem is broken in two. I'm able to catch the CC in time to poison it ahead of time. Throw the ability, which may have been a little bit too early. Throw bad heals, like these miners weren't even really protected by the heals. But keep an eye on these miners down here, because you got some that are up here already taking up that side. And there's no more heals off for them because I mistakenly dropped two of them on that Inferno. However, there's a lot of margin for error on this. They're all fighting the skeletons up here. Bad skeleton placement, really. But they're slowing down everything enough that, watch, all my miners on the right-hand side here are all going to go. Whereas these ones are hung up down here are going to take forever getting up in range of this cannon. And really, my heroes are going to go up there and take care of that cannon before it becomes a bigger problem. So, cannon's shooting at my archers. My archer queen takes it. Cannon's up front to tank. These miners are still going. All my miners up here are gone. So, the golems get up here. The cannon's focusing on the king, so hopefully the queen swings around to take that cannon. Fortunately, it's her next building that she takes, and all my threat is gone. And at this point, I looked down at my timer. I still had 1 minute and 15 seconds left. So even despite the fact that I didn't notice I had these miners here until the queen was making her final rounds here, I looked down at my timer and realized I had 0 threat to failing this raid. And that was with a huge mistake of a way early warden ability and a double heal almost on top of each other. So really, it's an incredibly powerful attack, and it's just something to take advantage of. And I did it. We just warded Poetic Darkness, and I hit 4 of their top bases, and 3 of them went down, no contest. I mean, the raids weren't even really in question, except for the one where I got eaten by the golem. So, and in that case, really, you just want to be aggressive with your warden ability, and probably hold back on your heals a little bit, because really, your miners can take a lot of punishment. So you don't really have to force the heal. I don't know if you're watching, or if you go back and watch. I'm certain you're going to see more miners than not required being healed, especially because they're just hitting point defenses. Right here, when they hit bombs, you might want to start thinking about dropping the heals, but until then, you can almost let them just go as long as they're not fighting wizard towers, because wizard towers do a nice chunk of damage to them. Mortars, kind of not really. That's kind of, like I said but previously, I really would like to see potentially mortar knockback on these miners, because right now it is kind of really ridiculously easy. But for right now, while you can still abuse this, you probably should be to ensure that you're clearing your 10s and hopefully saving enough 11s to try some 11-11 action. And that's definitely what can help win wars. It helps us win versus Reddit Elite or Reddit Omega, and really almost helped us win against Poetic Darkness, who's probably one of the top clans that we're going to see. But yeah, this is definitely something to use. To mess with your 10s during friendly challenges and get it down and start taking them out and getting some more wins. So thanks for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and give me a like. Drop me some comments, and I'm going to try to see what I can do about bringing some more strategies to you. Some nice, unique strategies or something. So take care.